Good morning and welcome to day 8 of the 21-day chick hatching adventure. And an adventure it certainly is, because last night I left that gate open right behind Tuxy, and she is someplace she is not supposed to be. And it's a good thing that I have this other gate that I did remember to lock, or she may have ended up in the house. Now, how to get her back into where she belongs? This is going to be fun. Hey, are you supposed to be in here? Are you having a nice breakfast? That's good grass. I guess you can stay in for a little while. Just don't sit on the chair. Okay, I don't think it's gonna hold you. And yeah. I'm just in the chicken coop cleaning the coop out. And it happens to be the time of day that the chickens like to lay. And it's kind of interesting watching them prepare to lay. Well, I guess I scared that one off. But if you notice, there's one in behind here. She's not even in the nesting box. She's just gonna lay an egg right in the corner. I realize now that I shouldn't have made a joke about Tuxy getting out, because an animal getting out of an enclosure is a very serious thing. We have multiple gates on our property, including this one here that was closed for the llamas last night, and another one at the road. So there would have been no way that she could have gotten into danger. I was just extremely surprised to see her in here because I had not expected her to be in here. But that is what happens when you leave a gate wide open. And there's green grass down here. So I should have expected it. It's always exciting coming in and collecting eggs because you never know what you're going to find. But this is unbelievable. This egg is absolutely enormous. Look at the size of that egg. Holy, wow, that's a big egg. Roosters, they have a very important job on our farm. A couple of jobs, actually. And I don't just mean the 3 a.m. wake-up cock-a-doodle-doo that they do every morning. You see, roosters also make noises, letting their hens know that there's food. Well, you're not the hen. And you already have your dinner. So the roosters make a noise, letting the hens know that there's food. And he'll wait for them to come and let them eat first. And the rooster will also make a sound when there's danger, either on land or in the sky, to warn the girls to run. But the most important job that roosters have on our farm is fertilizing eggs. Now, some people think that you need a rooster for a hen to lay eggs, but actually you don't. A hen can lay eggs all by herself and doesn't need any help from a rooster. But if you want those eggs to be fertilized and you want to have babies, that's when you need a rooster. Well, this is very exciting because I was standing in this exact spot just a couple of days ago, freaking out just a little bit because none of the pumpkins that I had planted for our community giant pumpkin contest had sprouted. But look, they're sprouting. It's amazing what happens when the temperature of the soil is just right and you give it just enough water. They sprout. Hooray! Looks like there's going to be pumpkins for the giant pumpkin contest. Collecting eggs on a farm that has many different breeds of chickens is pretty exciting because there's always lots of different colors of eggs in the nesting boxes. Now, some of the chickens that lay these eggs are what's called purebred chickens, and some of them are a mix of one breed and another breed in order to get a particular egg color. So for example, this egg and the chocolate egg and the blue egg are all laid by a pure breed of chicken. And then to get these olive colors and the light green colors, then you can start mixing different breeds of chickens. For example, this breed and this breed together produces an olive egg. And sometimes this breed and this breed together produces this colored olive egg. And this light green egg can be produced by crossing a blue egg layer and a light brown egg layer. So it's a little bit like mixing paints. You can get some really cool colors by mixing some of the different chicken breeds as well. Well, if you're anything like me, you save seeds. If you find a fruit or vegetable that you really like and you want to grow again, you save the seeds and you try to do that. So the other day I was cleaning out my cupboard and I found seeds from 2014. But I also found some tomato seeds that I saved last year. I had bought a really yummy tomato from a farm market, and I'd saved a few of the seeds. And it was really easy to do. I'm going to use this tomato as an example. I've already smashed it a little bit, but if you open up a tomato, you will see the seeds inside, those little white things. And all I did was I threw them onto a paper towel, and I got rid of kind of the fleshy stuff, but I just saved the seeds. I let this dry on the counter, and when it was completely dry, I put it into a plastic bag for the winter. And I took the paper towel out the other day, and I put some water on it, and I guess this is about 2 weeks. And about 3 days ago, I noticed that they were sprouting right out of the paper towel. So I've actually never done this before, but it's time to plant these into some soil. So I got some little pots of soil here, and I'm going to carefully, without disturbing the roots, try to take one. I'm going to make a little hole in the soil and see if I can't pot these guys up. So I'm going to repeat that with every single one of these little guys, in the hopes that they will turn into some nice big tomato plants, the same tomatoes that we bought at that farm market. And so now I'm just going to add a little bit of water, and I'm going to put those on a sunny windowsill, and I'll check on them every day, and hopefully they will grow. So we really did collect these eggs today, but we also collected this one here. It is the biggest egg I have ever collected. It is almost double the size of a regular size egg. And it's probably triple the size of a Banty's egg. And a Banty is just a word that means a small version. So kind of a mini chicken. So that's a Banty egg, a regular sized chicken egg. And that is the biggest egg I have ever collected on my farm. It's enormous. And we might crack it open to see, well, there's definitely 2 egg yolks in there, but I wonder if there might even be 3. Well, we did it. We planted every single one of those tomato seeds, 62 of them. And in a few weeks, it'll probably be this size here and ready to plant in the garden. And in a few months, it'll be producing wonderful tomatoes that we can go right out into the garden and pick, right in our own yards. And can you imagine that every single one of these little plants that you see here are going to turn into a tomato plant that will produce 10, 15, maybe 20 tomatoes. And all of that is going to come from one little tomato. Well, not that tomato, but the wonderful tomato that I got from the farmer's market last year. So it's amazing how much food we can grow from the food that we eat. Well, this is day 8, and this is really cool because I think these 2 are doing aerobics inside their eggs. So I turned off the light behind me tonight. I have a heat lamp on, and you can see a lot better inside the egg. You can see that dark spot, and it's moving and grooving. That is amazing to watch. So anyway, they're developing really quickly, growing in leaps and bounds, and they're starting to make it harder to see inside of the egg. But you can certainly see them moving tonight. Maybe they're getting their, I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of neat to see though. So this is day 8. Come back to see day 9, and let's see how big they get tomorrow.